I'd like to say sorry before I started because this might be a little while. Hi, my name is John, just to let you know in case you thought it was Otto. I'd like to start off by thanking my teammates, coaches, and of course my family for the opportunity to have the sport of wrestling in my life. Basketball, football, soccer, baseball, and so on are all sports. You see, the lifestyle of being a wrestler pertains to its own category. To be a wrestler means to possess the characteristics of an individual who does not quit, who works hard all of the time, and who fights towards a goal until it is achieved, only to set another greater goal. Although I was physically not able to finish the last year and a half of my 4 years in high school on the mat, I feel as if I've learned these ideals that will stick with me forever. Dan Gable, one of the best wrestling minds of all time, once said, "Once you've wrestled, everything else in life becomes easy." This quotation has resonated deeply with me since the first time I read it, the first day of wrestling, the first practice of 9th grade. Through the arduous struggles of participating through intense heat, losing an extreme amount of weight in a shorter period of time, and pushing yourself to persevere when it seems all very easy to quit, is why a wrestler is what they become. I can honestly say that I would not have these opportunities I have today if it were not for wrestling. I'd like to share a short story about how wrestling truly shapes a person's life. One day I was working at the register and totally twisted. As a middle school aged boy, along with his mother had approached the counter, ready to pay for their ice cream. As I coincidentally had been wearing a wrestling shirt that night, the woman decided to bring up that her son was thinking about joining the team, although she didn't know if she should let him do so. Now at that moment in my mind, I was thinking to myself how many times I've answered this question and how redundant I'm going to sound to myself. But in the back of my mind, there was always the feeling that if I don't persuade this person to wrestle, that they will not look at life the same way that I do. And so I went on to describe all about what wrestling has done for me, how it will get him into good shape, that it will show him principles that will change his life and shape him into the determined individual one day. Right after finishing my long spiel, the first words out of the woman's mouth were, "My gosh, you have been through a lot." Hearing those words, I thought to myself, wow, now I feel old. As the two of them left the store, the boy asked his mother if he can now join wrestling, and the woman said with a grin on her face, "We'll talk to Dad, but my vote is a yes." Leaving me with a good feeling as if I had just helped someone's life take an amazing turn. A perfect example of someone who has turned out how I previously depicted is a person that many know very well. There's a man who always seems to be the first thing to pop into my head whenever the word wrestling is brought up. This man is the epitome of not only a wrestler, but the man that I very much would like to grow up to be like one day. I admire his outgoing and kind personality as well as his ability to light up an entire room with nothing more than just a footstep through the door. There is not one day that I have not seen Coach Marino walk into practice, put on his wrestling shoes, step onto the mat, and continue to put in hard work that I'm sure he has for his entire life. I believe that for Coach Marino, the word inspiration would be an understatement, as I will never forget every single amazing memory that we have shared on and off the mat. I can truly say that wrestling has transformed me into a good friend, citizen, and overall good person. I hope that all of my teammates have or will take away everything that I certainly have from this amazing sport. To conclude, I'd like to once again say thank you very much to the coaches Davey and Tordo for every opportunity that I've been given. Everyone have a nice night.
Oh, beautiful.